Buying a new car can be exciting, but what happens when that shiny new model isn't flying off the dealership lots? Despite all the market research and number crunching, automakers sometimes miss the mark, leaving dealerships stuck with cars they can't sell. With the economy in flux and consumer taste shifting, some vehicles are just not resonating with buyers, and they're piling up on lots across the country. One way to gauge how well or poorly a car is selling is by looking at its market day supply. This metric tells us how many days it would take to sell out a specific model based on current sales rates. Today, we're diving into CarEdge data to find out which new vehicles are giving dealers the most headaches. But before we get into the list, if you're new here, please consider subscribing to the channel for more content like this. Number 10, Ram 3500. Kicking off our list at number 10 is the Ram 3500, a truck that's as big and powerful as they come. This beast of a vehicle is designed for those who need serious towing and hauling capabilities. With an available 6.7-liter Cummins inline-6 turbo diesel engine, the Ram 3500 can tow up to an astonishing 37,090 pounds. That's like towing a small building, but as impressive as that sounds, the reality is that most people simply don't need that much power in their daily lives. As a result, 19,045 of these heavy-duty trucks are currently sitting on dealer lots, amounting to a 224-day supply. The average selling price is a hefty $79,450, which isn't exactly helping move these trucks. With the Ram 1500 already offering plenty of towing capacity for the average buyer, the 3500 is stuck waiting for a customer who needs, or just really wants, that much muscle. Number 9. Jeep Gladiator. Next up at number 9 is the Jeep Gladiator. When Jeep decided to turn its iconic Wrangler into a pickup truck, it seemed like a surefire hit. After all, both Wranglers and trucks are incredibly popular in the US, but things haven't quite panned out as expected. Today, there are 26,504 Gladiators sitting unsold on dealer lots, which translates to a 225-day supply. The Gladiator initially rode a wave of excitement when it launched in 2020, but that enthusiasm has cooled off. One reason might be the aggressive price hikes we've seen over the last few years. For example, the Rubicon trim jumped from $45,370 in 2020 to $53,770 in 2023, a whopping 18.5% increase. Meanwhile, competitors like the Ford Ranger, Chevrolet Colorado, and Toyota Tacoma have been updated, giving buyers more choices in the mid-sized truck market. With newer and often cheaper options available, the Gladiator is struggling to maintain its early momentum. Number 8. Jaguar XF. Switching gears to the luxury sedan market, we find the Jaguar XF in the number 8 spot. Sedans as a whole have been losing ground to crossovers and SUVs in recent years, and the XF is no exception. Currently, it has a 229-day supply, meaning it's sitting on lots much longer than its German rivals like the BMW 5 Series and Mercedes-Benz E-Class. Jaguar has long struggled with a reputation for less than stellar reliability, and that's definitely a factor here. Luxury buyers often prefer brands that offer a sense of security and long-term value, and Jaguar just doesn't have that in spades. The XF also doesn't stand out in terms of materials or features, making it an easy pass for those looking for something truly luxurious. With Jaguar cutting back its lineup to focus on newer models, the XF might soon be a relic of the past. Number 7. Lincoln Navigator. At number 7, we have the Lincoln Navigator, an SUV that's big enough to command attention wherever it goes. It's Ford's most luxurious offering, but even all that luxury isn't enough to move these SUVs off the lot. According to CarEdge, there are over 9,000 Navigators currently unsold, which works out to a 238-day supply. With an average selling price of $104,745, the Navigator is not exactly an impulse buy. Buyers in this price range have plenty of other options, including the Cadillac Escalade and Range Rover, both of which offer similar or better features with more brand prestige. Plus, the Navigator was last redesigned in 2018, and with so many available on the pre-owned market, potential buyers might opt for a used model to save some money. All these factors are contributing to the Navigator's slow sales. Number 6. Audi Q4 e-tron Sportback. Electric vehicles are supposed to be the future, right? Well, not every EV is having an easy time in the market. Case in point, the Audi Q4 e-tron Sportback, which lands at number 6 on our list. This sleek and stylish electric SUV has a 238-day supply, meaning there are more cars than there are buyers right now. One of the challenges facing the Q4 e-tron Sportback and luxury EVs in general is range anxiety. Although the Q4 offers a respectable range of up to 265 miles in its single-motor version, many buyers are still wary of making the switch to electric. The lack of a well-established charging infrastructure compared to gas stations is another sticking point. At an average selling price of $66,155, potential buyers might find themselves comparing the Q4 to a Tesla Model Y, which offers more range at a lower price. Until EVs can overcome these hurdles, even luxury brands like Audi will find it hard to move units. Number 5. Audi Q4 e-tron. Speaking of Audi, the regular Q4 e-tron lands at number 5 on our list. You might be wondering why it's separate from the Sportback version, especially since they share so many features. But for whatever reason, Audi markets them as distinct models. The Q4 e-tron has a 254-day supply, slightly higher than its Sportback sibling. Much like the Sportback, the Q4 e-tron struggles with the same issues: range anxiety, a lack of charging infrastructure, and fierce competition in the EV market. To make matters worse, luxury EVs tend to depreciate faster than their gas-powered counterparts. This means there are plenty of low-mileage, used options available at a discount, making new ones less attractive. Unless Audi can address these concerns, the Q4 e-tron might continue to sit unsold. Number 4. Maserati Levante. The Maserati Levante roars into the number 4 spot, but its sales are anything but loud. This Italian luxury SUV is struggling to find homes, with a 344-day supply according to CarEdge. That's almost an entire year's worth of inventory just sitting around. Maserati has always been a brand that exudes Italian flair, but that comes with its own set of problems. Reliability issues have plagued Maserati for years, and the Levante is no exception. With a Ferrari-derived engine under the hood, maintenance costs can skyrocket, scaring off potential buyers. And while it's the final production year for the V8-equipped Levante, speculators don't seem to be lining up to grab one. For many, the roar of that engine simply isn't worth the headaches that come with it. Number 3. Dodge Hornet. Taking the bronze at number 3 is the Dodge Hornet, a compact SUV that's basically an Alfa Romeo Tonale in disguise. Unfortunately for Dodge, the Hornet hasn't been buzzing off the shelves. With over 16,000 units sitting unsold, it has a market day supply of 384 days. At an average selling price of $42,644, the Hornet is up against some serious competition in the small SUV market. Models like the Toyota RAV4 and Honda CR-V have built strong reputations for reliability and value, making it tough for a newcomer like the Hornet to break through. While the Hornet does offer a more engaging driving experience than some of its rivals, it's still small, and most SUV buyers are looking for something with more space. Until Dodge can better differentiate the Hornet from the competition, it's likely to remain stuck on the lot. Number 2. Fiat 500e. Coming in at number 2 is the Fiat 500e, a car that's almost as rare as a unicorn in the US market. Fiat initially introduced the 500e as an urban EV back in 2013, but it was discontinued in 2019 due to poor sales. Now, Fiat has reintroduced it as the new 500, but it seems the market hasn't forgotten its rocky start. With a 459-day supply, it's clear that this little EV isn't exactly flying off the lots. The 500e is cute and retro, but it's also limited by its 140-mile range, which makes it impractical for anything beyond city driving. Fiat's strategy of limiting the 500e to special edition drops, almost like a pair of exclusive sneakers, hasn't done much to boost its appeal. For most buyers, there are simply better options available, even in the EV market. Unless Fiat can offer more range and better availability, the 500e is likely to remain a niche product with limited appeal. Number 1. Acura ZDX. And finally, taking the number 1 spot on our list is the Acura ZDX. This all-new electric SUV is Acura's first foray into the EV market, but it's not off to a great start. With a staggering 599-day supply, the ZDX is struggling to find buyers, making it the most overstocked car on the market right now. The ZDX has a lot going for it on paper. It's built in collaboration with General Motors and offers a range between 278 and 313 miles, depending on the trim level. These are respectable numbers in the current EV market, especially for a luxury SUV. However, there are a few factors working against it. First, it's a brand new model, and consumers tend to be cautious about buying the first iteration of a new vehicle, especially when it comes to technology-packed EVs. Additionally, the $70,000 average selling price places it in direct competition with established players like the Tesla Model Y and the Ford Mustang Mach-E, both of which have strong brand recognition and a loyal customer base. There's also the issue of the ZDX name itself. Acura previously used the ZDX moniker for a coupe-like SUV that was sold between 2010 and 2013. That model was a commercial flop, selling only about 7,000 units during its entire production run. Whether or not buyers are aware of this history, there's a certain level of baggage that comes with reviving a name associated with failure. But it's not all doom and gloom for the ZDX. The EV market is still evolving, and there's potential for Acura to turn things around, especially as more consumers make the switch to electric vehicles. However, for now, the ZDX is stuck at the top of our list as the most overstocked car of the year. And there you have it, 10 new cars that aren't exactly flying off the lot. It's a tough market out there, and even well-established brands are finding it challenging to move certain models. Whether it's due to high prices, tough competition, or simply a mismatch between what the car offers and what consumers want, these vehicles are piling up at dealerships across the country. So, were there any cars on this list that surprised you? Or did you expect to see some of these models here? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more in-depth lists and analysis. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.